guys, welcome back to my channel. You may remember that blue notebook that I showed you a couple videos ago that I got from Walmart. Well, this is it. I completely changed the cover and redid it, and it is now my art journal. I still am thinking that I may add, I'll show you, I may add something to the front. I'm just not quite sure yet. So because I'm not sure, this is where we're at. I did add these little charms and dangles, but it gets caught in the lace sometimes, which is fine with me. But anyways, so this is my creative art journal. I don't know if I'm gonna write in it or just make beautiful spreads, maybe a little bit of both. I'm not quite sure, but this is where we're at. And I have already done one spread that I will show you in a different video. And excuse my chipped nail polish. I've been having too much fun to worry about my hands. Anyways, so today, and the paper I got, just so you guys are aware, it does bleed through. So I just was getting a cheap book to try this out to see if I like it, and so far I'm liking it. So we'll see how it goes. Today I have already started a little bit of a spread, just so that you guys didn't have to sit and see my creative thoughts going and going and going. This video would be an hour long. So I'm just gonna get started. I do need to grab out a few more things. This is one of those papers I got at Joann's. And it was the only one left at my Joann's. I'm not going to tell you what it is or where it is because I don't know where you could get it from again. But we are just going to jump right in and get started. I'm going to be doing some Dutch doors, some hidden Dutch doors, and just creativity all around. So we are going to get started, and I'm probably just going to put some music to this and not have you guys hear my thought process. So I'll put music to it. There'll be some slight editing in it so that you don't have to watch me cut things out if I'm fussy cutting things out, but you'll just see the whole process come to life, and you can just sit back, relax, enjoy the music, and watch the process unfold. Okay, so because this is taking quite a bit of time, I'm just going to go ahead and finish doing the scalloped pages very similarly to this. First, I'm going to ink this. A little bit of ink can kind of cover up all those spots where it didn't line up perfectly. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish all of the scallops, and then I will be right back and show you what we are working with. Okay, so here is, sorry, that's my bookmark. Here is what these look like so far with these Dutch doors. These are faux Dutch doors. And then this is the end of the spread. So now I have these little extras from the paper. I think I'm going to turn them out this way and do a little bit of cutting up here as well. I don't know if I'm going to continue the cut along here or just this top piece. I think I'm just going to do this top piece, because this is kind of its own separate thing. When you're flipping through this, you're going to see this, and then those will surprise you. But then I'm also going to add this down, this paper first. So let's do that. so here are the Dutch doors. Here's all of the basic, like, I want to say the backbone, the spine of the pages are done. And now I'm just going to do the fun part of decorating them. Okay, so now I have kind of pulled a few things. I want to use this picture, and I think I want it to go in the center here. I think I'm just going to do like a rough fussy cut around the words possibly, or I may just leave it like this because I think this is a really pretty piece, and then it would be hidden in here. And then I have these little quotes on like film strip that I may attach to this side. I have these rub-ons that I'm going to try and use somewhere. And then I have this paper that has just a whole bunch of different tickets that I could cut apart and put in there as well. So I'm going to start placing some things. Oh, and I also have these, which I've already put where I wanted them on which page. So I'm going to start placing some things, and then we will see where this takes us. Okay, so I changed up my idea a little bit. I grabbed this stamp that I'm going to use as a backdrop, and then I also die cut out some flowers that I'm going to sit here and color, and you guys can watch that process. I've done a few things without you guys noticing. I colored all the flowers. They're all set over here. And then I'm using this stamp from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I believe it is the Laced collection. It's just some wordings. And then I'm also using this texture stamp from Elizabeth Craft Designs as well. And it is from Playful Textures. Anyway, so I've used VersaFine Claire's Sand Dune to go down all of these pages, and I'm okay if it's gappy. It's not a big deal. But the end result is trying to look like something like this. So Sand Dune for the backdrop, and then Morning Mist for the wording. And so that's kind of what we're doing. We're doing these on all of the pages, so you guys can watch me do a few of them. So I have all of them background stamped, text stamped. It did smear just a little bit because I was stamping quickly, but I'm not too worried about it. The back page probably looks the best. But now I'm going to, ooh, earthquake, sorry. Now I'm going to take these and do some corner rounding because I think it just adds a little bit of a finished flair to things. Did some corner rounding, and this I actually don't like how it doesn't have a finishing piece on it. So I think I'm either going to use this or this. I think I'm going to use this because it's a little bit thinner, less noticeable. I don't really want to draw the eye over here, but I also don't want it to look unfinished like it currently does. So let's line that up the best that we can. And then, yeah, that looks lots better. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Paige is coming up to meet me. Okay. And then we're going to trim those off. And then we're going to get to do the fun part of this whole art. Well, the whole thing has been fun, but then, you know, the finishing touches, the putting it all together tends to be, I think it's the fun part, because then you finally get to see this vision that you've had in your mind come to life and see if it works. And then I also have, I'm going to use this little leaf right here from this stamp set. It's Hero Arts. I got it from Joann's at their closing sale. They also have a whole bunch of these. Oh, first first, we're gonna do the center page first because that's the one I'm most excited about and I kind of know what I'm doing on it. So we're going to the center page, we're opening it. I also want to add washi tape here, and this is where I'm gonna add, you know what, I'm gonna have it be a little bit more. I'm gonna add this one onto it. And this is fabric washi tape, so you can't tear it easily. And then I also wanted to add, where is the, I also wanted to add this one on this inside page because I think it would just add an extra prettiness to it. I'm just gonna go right up against it. I think it'll just go well with the camera that we're gonna put in the center of this page. I think they're really gonna play well off of each other. These little color square boxes can kind of pass as little film strips, movie tickets, something. Okay, now we're gonna cut these off. So yeah, I had a good base plan when I began this page, but then, okay, this is gonna be an awkward cut. But then it got, I mean, I did the base plan, right? I didn't expect to do the scallops on the top of these pages. I didn't expect to do the washi tape inside of the pages, but once I opened it up and saw that it was like missing something, then I had to add something. Because so this is our base-ish page. I want to take this and I'm gonna cut out around it just a little bit. It's not gonna be a true fussy cut. It's gonna be more like a decorative cut, because there are some of these bigger drop elements that I want to keep. I also just kind of want the shape to be a little bit more fun and free moving. Okay, so there really was no rhyme or reason to how I cut that. And this way I could even slide this over if I wanted to. I don't think I'm going to though. I want it to stay the focal point of this page. What we're gonna have to do though is end up cutting that. So I'm gonna push this out of the way, grab the supplies that I need. So now this is gonna go center, but the trick here is to kind of bend your book. And I don't know if I want to fold it. I'm gonna use the end of the death tool. Yep, we just wanted it folded. I was gonna cut it, but I'm glad I just decided to fold it in there. Okay, so now this goes like this. Perfect. I should have gone around those edges. Let me save some of them. Maybe a little bit. We don't care if it adds a ring around our page. I don't think we do. This is what the pros don't ever forget, is the inking of their pages. Okay. And honestly, that doesn't bug me that it has a little bit of a frame around it. Okay. Now, there was one of these. Life is like a camera. Develop from the negatives. Capture the good times. I want develop from the negatives to go down here, but then we have a fold here. So I'm not a fan of that. I could cut it down a little bit on the sides, which I think is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take that off and take that off. And then can it fit? It sure can. It fits perfectly now. And I just put art glitter glue around the corners so it doesn't come up on me. So we want this to go right here. And I know what you all are thinking, you forgot to ink around those edges. Yep, I'm thinking the same thing. Okay, develop from the negatives. And then I feel like we need something up here as well. Capture the good times, maybe. Nope, we're gonna put a flower up here. So, I'm gonna do 3, I believe. Actually, we're not. We're gonna do a clump of 2. We're gonna do the, and you know what? We may just do the 1. Maybe we'll do the one with its smaller insert. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay. So these flowers that I cut out, I got them off of Temu, and I got them like when I first decided to get into die cutting. That's what brought me around to this whole hobby of mine, was die cutting. I really enjoyed it. I couldn't give you a link to this. I couldn't give you any information on it because at the time I was just seeing if this was something that I could do and enjoy. And it is. So I think you guys would all enjoy this as well. It's a good outlet to be creative and just make a little bit of a mess. Sometimes moms need to have a moment to make a mess. And okay, so that's my centerpiece, which I really, really like. I like it peeking through right here. Here, I don't know what to do with it yet. Let's go to here. I do know that I might just leave that one as is, and we might layer up some of these guys. I thought I was going to use them individually, but now I think I'm going to use them as a group. I have to pause the video and cut out more flowers because I wasn't quite... Oh, I forgot to do the leaves. You guys, you made me forget. Dang it. Okay, let's try this again anyways. You guys think we could add one? If we mask it off well enough, I bet we could. Can we aim right for that center point? Boom. Okay, and then we're gonna do 3 more at the top, right? In that area, right there. Look at that. We're able to save the day. Okay, now, okay, that center page is done. I think it looks beautiful. Now I'm gonna add leaves to down here. Can you guys see that okay? And then see where earlier my hand had touched it. This is gonna cover that up nicely. Okay, we're going to ink this before we forget. I'll pull this down closer. Makes our life a little bit easier. I'm gonna have some greenery come up behind that just because it's a little bare right now. And I'm not opposed to greenery coming out of this. Okay, and this color that I'm using is VersaFine Claire Green Oasis. When I first bought it and used it for the first time, I was honestly a little bit leery because I was like, oh, that's really bright green. But doing a spread like this, you want that bright green. Okay, now same thing for this guy back here. We're gonna add, oh, we wanna try and get that back. We usually don't care, but for this little guy, we care. Okay, we're just gonna have him have that set. And then we're gonna put another set right about here. Gotta lift this up. Okay. And I'm using my larger stamping block because I can't find my small one and it's driving me crazy. Because the small one would be a little bit easier to work with right now. Okay, I think that's good. I think those are balanced. And then we're gonna put these down. Okay, so this page is complete. This page needs a little bit more love and attention. I need to figure out what I want to do with it before I move on. Let's see. We could put capture the good times right here, but then it's too blocky. You notice how that's not straight? Me too, it's driving me nuts. Okay. So we might put capture the good times there just because, sorry guys, I'm adjusting how I'm sitting and it's shaking everything down. I actually like it there the best because it fills this awkward little gap. And I like it going long ways because then it balances the page a little bit. I'm thinking about just turning it into a, okay, I have this idea. I have this washi tape. I think I'm just going to turn it into a little bit of like a this situation. Oop, too much. That one's too tall. You see how it matches? I didn't want them to match, so let's tear that off. There we go. Then we stick this here. Yes, I'm liking that already. That looks really good. And then I still feel like there needs to be something here or here. Just don't know what yet. So we'll put this down and then we'll see what else we need to do. Okay. You guys see those gaps? They're bugging me. I do have, and I think I might pull them out. I'm gonna. Or well, actually, I have these. Well guys, there I was carrying on my merry little way and my camera died. So let me show you what we did. We finished up this side. These are rub-ons. We're working on the inside of this. So we finished that off. I don't know where it died at. Then I'm working on this and I just sat and cut out a whole bunch of tickets from a piece of paper. And I am just gonna add some. That one. here's the finished design. Let's start at the front. So this is the first page. This is our second page, which we still might add something here, but for now we're good. Here's our inside pages, our hidden Dutch door. Oh, we were going to add this right here. I don't think it needs it though, now that I've put that there. Let's put this here. Boom. Okay, there's this one. Here's the last one. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for fumbling through with me. Hopefully I'll get better at these as we go along, but I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.